Someone was detected at your front door.
Hey everybody. I'm going to give everybody time to jump in before I start going on about my life. Hey Chemical Squirrel, how are you? Yes, I've gotten my furniture. Finally. You can see the pile of stuff behind me. It's terrible. Yay, beautiful butterfly. You made it to a live. I'm so sorry I didn't announce this, but this was kind of unexpected. I had gotten my life together enough that I had a little bit of extra time. I was able to actually film, and then I still need to edit, but I decided I was gonna jump in and do a live before I edit tonight. So, hey everybody. Hey Sunshine in Arizona. I see all of your comments. I want you to know. I read all of your guys' comments. I've had some people that have been with me since like I had like I don't know, 500 subscribers. And Sunshine in Arizona, I think, is one of them. She's been with me from the beginning, the very beginning. Hi, Sandy. Okay, good, good, good. Yep, you can watch the replay. Yes, I got my furniture. So I filmed a video, you guys. I haven't edited it yet. Anyway, it's the whole story. I break down exactly what happened. I give you guys the name of the company, because it's all, for the most part, it's all over now. Thank you for saying you love my nails, you guys. My nails have been so messed up from moving, and then I was spray painting tables, and one of my statues got broke by the movers, and so I've been trying to glue it back together, and so I had crazy glue or gorilla glue all over my hands today. So I actually went to the little local nail salon out here, and I'm like, just help me. Just do something just to hold me over. So this is what I got. Oh, thank you for the congrats on the new house. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's so crazy, you guys. I got my stuff back, and I did not have to pay because they were in violation of Arizona state law, which I tried to tell them, but they didn't believe me. So I had to get the Arizona Attorney General's office involved. But once they got involved, it got resolved really quick. But when my stuff came, it was destroyed. It was destroyed, you guys. I had lost so much stuff, but lesson learned, I guess, right? You guys are so sweet. Thank you. I feel like I look like a hot mess, but I've actually been getting sleep lately. So it's been really nice. I'm starting to feel much more settled, and we're almost there. I have to order. So my table, or the desk that I used to film, I loved that desk. It was like a wraparound desk, and it had shelving for my cards, and it had a flat surface, and then it had a raised surface that I put my monitors and my cameras on. But I used it for both my tarot readings and my work. So there was a lot going on. So my plan when I moved here was I was going to have a separate area where I actually work, and then a separate area where I film. And my filming desk was going to be my nice, beautiful white desk that I loved. So that was completely ripped apart in the move. So it's in a pile in the garage. I have to pay someone to haul it away. So I bought a temporary desk to work on. Well, I actually kind of like it because it's a standing desk. And so this is going to be my filming desk. The only thing I don't like about it is that it's two pieces of wood put together. So there's a seam right down the middle, and it just bothers me. And it's distracting. So I'm going to find some kind of a mat, I think, to go over it. And then it'll be good. I think it'll work. I'm getting some shelving that'll go behind me where I can store my tarot cards. So I'm really excited about that. Oh my God, Texas Blue. Thank you so much. That's so sweet. You have no idea how much that helps. All the furniture I'm having to rebuy, you guys. It's been so crazy. So some of the stuff that the movers did, like here's some funny stuff. This is where you have to just laugh, right? So I had a shoe rack, and you can actually see it. It's right there in the corner. It's that black thing. Okay, so it was a fantastic, I think I just got it at Walmart, you know, but it was just like a fantastic shoe rack. It held so many shoes. And I so I took it apart before I moved, and I'm really like particular when I move. So I will take things and like, I'll take all the screws and I'll put it like in a Ziploc baggie, and then I'll like wrap the baggie around the thing, and I'll like tape it like crazy so I know where everything is. So these people, the movers, ripped the baggie off the shoe rack and it's gone. And I'm like, seriously, you took the screws from my shoe rack? So, I mean, seriously, you just have to like laugh. So that was like great. So that shoe rack is like useless, you know. What else? Oh my gosh, you guys. So my refrigerator was a whole thing. My refrigerator, they were like threatening to leave it, and then they wouldn't take it apart. And then they, oh, it was like I was crying, begging these people, like, please, like, help me, help me. And they were like, no, we're not taking your refrigerator. The problem with the refrigerator is that it was massive. And in order to get it in when I first bought it, because rental homes in Arizona typically, and I thought this was so weird, don't have refrigerators. In Washington, you rent a house, you get a refrigerator. You don't get like a washer and dryer, but you usually get a refrigerator and a stove. In Arizona, that's not a thing. So when I moved down here, I bought a refrigerator, and I decided I was gonna buy a really nice refrigerator because I knew I was gonna buy my dream home, and I didn't want to have to repurchase it down the road. So my thought was, I'm gonna buy the most amazing refrigerator just right out of the gate. So I had a really cool refrigerator, but it was really big. So they had to take the doors off and the freezer drawer out in order to get it into the kitchen in the first place. Well, these guys couldn't get the doors off, and they were telling me that there was no way that it was going to come out, and I was going to have to like call someone else to do it, and I was going to have to pay someone else to haul it. And I'm like, at that point, I'd already paid them almost $6,000. And I was just like, there's no more money to pay someone else to come do this. So I said, no, sorry, you guys. So, thank God for YouTube. I watched a YouTube video. I took the doors off my refrigerator myself. I took the drawer out, and then was like, okay, now that I did it, can you guys take my refrigerator? And they were like, okay. Well, you will never, they did not give me any of the screws or the hardware. So my refrigerator is in pieces, and they ditched the screws. So I can't put my refrigerator back together. So I have to contact Samsung and to give them the model number and like get all of the screws. And they had taken excuse me, the handles off the doors and the drawers, because they thought that's how you got it out of the kitchen, which was not, but they didn't put them back on. So all of the handles are off. All of the doors are off. The drawers are out, and I have no screws to put it back together. I could take them to small claims court, but it would be like, I don't know that I'd ever get anything out of them. So what I found out after this experience, you guys, is that this is a common thing. Oh, beautiful butterfly. Thank you so much. You're so sweet. It's a common scam. I found out that the people who own the company, I don't want to say something that's going to sound super duper racist, but once I found out the country of origin of the people that own this company and that own a lot of these companies, then a lot of it made sense, because I knew people that were in trucking that used it for all kinds of, not legal things. And they do, it's a racket. Well, that's what this is. And so many people, fall into this, and it's really, really hard to get your money back because of the way that they write their contracts. Their contracts are pretty darn ironclad. The only thing is that, state law trumps their contract. And Arizona state law is written on the side of the consumer. And that is what saved me, was not the company, was Arizona state law. But as far as getting money back, no, because they're still claiming that I owe them $3,500 that they were trying to get out of me. And they were holding my stuff hostage. So they're still going to say I owe them money. So if I come after them, it's going to end up being a wash, is really what's going to end up happening. But you know, honestly, you guys, it's a lesson learned, and it's while yes, it completely sucks. There was a lot of good that came out of it. So let's talk about the good. First, though, I want to say, Nathan, hello, how are you? I hope that you are well. You are so sweet. The kids are doing so good. They are so happy to be here. I have so many funny stories too of like that just the kids and the animal life and just everything. But before all that, I want to say this. Okay, so what I just went through, and with the moving company, like I said, I'm going to put out a whole video where I talk about it. And I wasn't saying the name of the moving company until I had my stuff back. But the company that I used was, yes, I did already, dearly not so departed. I did file a claim with the consumer agency. That's who helped me. It was the Arizona Department of Consumer or whatever, and then it was the Arizona Attorney General together. That it was the two of them that they worked together that helped me. But I want to say this. Okay, so I went through some stuff, right? Okay, so you know how I always tell you guys that our external worlds, right, our experiences are an external reflection of our internal thoughts, feelings, and emotions, right? I say that all the time. And I say that what we experience is essentially what we're feeling inside. We're creating our own realities, right? Okay. That is very much what just happened to me. Okay. So I can place a lot of blame on the moving company, and you know what, they're horrible humans. And it was, so the company that I contracted was Coleman, North America. And I use them because I've seen their trucks everywhere. Coleman, North America. I'm sure all of you guys have seen their trucks everywhere. Well, when you call them, it becomes, they go by International Van Lines because they had to change their name, because they had to do business under a different name. Because why? Because they're corrupt. Anyway, all of their stuff, their communications and all of that, it's IVL, or International Van Lines. So that was the company that I used. Do not use them. Just don't use them. They're terrible, corrupt. Anyway, so going back though to what I was saying about our internal feelings being what creates our external realities. So this was very much a learning process for me, because I have a lot of stuff, you know, that I need to work through. And it's very interesting how Spirit gives us these opportunities, right? To see where we are and to see where we're going. Now, I've done a lot of work, right? And I feel really good about my spiritual growth and my development. However, I'm still totally a human and I have so much stuff to work on. And this was, you know, this was first and foremost, I had previously had a few negative moving experiences. And so what I did was I created a story in my mind that I can't trust moving companies and I have terrible experiences moving. And as much as, you know, you guys, I tell you, like, I'm staying positive and like, we need to keep our vibes high. I still have fear, and that fear was working overtime, and I let that fear sit with me more than it needed to. And it very much then manifested in my life. And the universe said, okay, you have negative experiences moving and you can't trust movers. So I'm going to give you more of that vibration, because that's what you're vibrating on. So I'm going to meet you where you are. I'm going to match you. And it's not good or bad or mean or nice or, you know, it's vibration. It's vibration, you know? So